Hello viewers, my name is David and welcome back to my channel. So, music production is something that I've always been passionate about, and I feel like teaching it is like a good step to learning how to know it to its fullest. So in this video, I'm going to teach you the very basics of music theory because I think it's essential for anyone to learn how to make music. I have my keyboard right here and I'm going to use it to teach you the very basics of music theory. We're going to start with the very first level, which is learning the notes, learning one scale at least, and beyond that the levels get a little bit more difficult. You start learning about the other types of scales and the modes. You start learning about intervals. Intervals make chords, chords make chord progression, and beyond that it's a bit more complicated, but we're gonna start with the very basics, which is notes and scales. Alright, let's get started. The keyboard display is one of the best ways of learning music theory because the notes are pretty much laid out how they are what's called sonically, which is the wave frequency of which the notes let out. So we're gonna start with the C note. The C note is the most important one because it's one of the best ones to start with. You're gonna find the C note before these two black keys in this order. This is the C note. Moving up into the scale, we have from the C note, the D note, then the E, then F, then G, and then it's going to cycle right back into A, and then B, and then back to C. So both of these are C notes. The difference between both of these is that it's an octave higher or an octave lower between both of them. Octaves technically mean that the wave frequency is double or half than the other note, so that's why they kind of sound similar, but at the same time they sound a little different. So playing the notes from C to the next one, we have the C major scale. This is a scale which consists of 7 notes. So now the big question kind of comes up with how exactly is this scale built up with these notes specifically? Why are we starting with C when we could be starting with A? Doesn't that make a bit more sense? Well, essentially the C major scale is the first scale that a lot of new beginners play because it involves all of the white keys, and it also teaches you how to construct a major scale in the first place. So between both of these notes is actually 2 notes because you were skipping over the black note. So essentially we have this many notes in one little octave, and we're going to be skipping between some notes and also playing some that are adjacent. So to make a major scale you actually need to follow this pattern, which is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, whole jump, another whole jump, half jump, whole jump, whole jump, whole jump, back to half, and then we're back at the next octave. So parallel to the major scale, there is also a minor scale, which involves this sequence of notes. And to do that is actually whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. So you get that sequence. So you can see between both of these sequences, the difference between the major scale and the minor scale is actually the 3rd note and the 6th and 7th note. You're essentially moving them down 1 to create the other scale. And that is the basics of music theory.